Hello, friends. I decided to turn on this live thing. Am I doing this right? Because I have a lot of DMs that are unanswered, and I do not have the mental capacity to answer them today. So I always feel like so bad. Oh, I try to wave at people when you come in. Hello, welcome. How are you? It says pause due to poor connection. I'm sorry if I freeze, but I will come back. I'll come back. But what I was saying is, yeah, I just have been feeling super overwhelmed, and I just dropped something. Oh no. Oh, found it. Okay. I've been super overwhelmed, and I haven't been really replying to DMs at all because I'm overwhelmed, and I'm just like, I will avoid. Why does it keep pausing? I'm so sorry. I have the internet, so I don't know what is happening. But I'm gonna keep saying it because I keep losing my train of thought. I'm overwhelmed, but I love everyone ever. And I feel so bad when I can't get to messages because I kind of like ignore them all when I'm overwhelmed because I just want to give everyone like my full attention. And so then when I am feeling distracted or really anxious, I'm like, hey, I'll just like leave them unopened. So then I remember to go back to them because if I open it and then like I will like never go back to it ever. So it's just like it ends up in me like ignoring so many people, but I don't want to ignore anyone. I just want to give everyone the love and attention that you deserve, because I get the feeling. Paused. Okay. If anyone knows what to do about that, I don't know why that happens to me. How do I get more internet? I don't know. I don't know what I was even saying. I get confused all the time, but I just want to give you all the love and attention that you deserve because I understand the frustration of like when you message someone on the internet and then they don't respond, and it's just like it just makes you feel so insignificant, and that's not true. Like, you're not. I'm just gonna like keep being grumpy every time this thing pauses. And thank you so much for love. Italy! I love Italy. How's Italy? I miss Italy so much. I am in stupid Canada. I'm sorry. Canada's good. Okay. I think it's like a comparative thing. Like, Canada is good compared to other places, but like still shitty. You know, it's like all countries suck except New Zealand, I think. I think they're the ones that have their shit together. All countries suck except New Zealand, and we just like suck slightly less than others. Southern California. You guys are all from warm places. In Toronto, I want to go to Toronto. Okay, that makes me so sad. I'm like, I am stuck in Edmonton, Alberta, where it is just snowy. I'm back. I'm back. I love seeing you guys are from Calgary. Thank you. You understand the pain of living in Alberta. Europe's completely locked down. No fun here. Okay, we haven't had like a full... I feel like people throw around the term lockdown, but like, what does it really mean? Stuck in Edmonton too. Woohoo! We're in this together. But lockdown, like, so some people are like in lockdown. Like, I think y'all Europeans are like lockdown, which is like can't even leave your house, where we've used the word here like in Alberta, like, oh, we might have to go into a lockdown, but like we haven't been locked down. Like, we can leave our house, we can go for a walk. It's just like stores or restaurants aren't open, you know, like only like grocery stores or like essential things. But that's still not really like locked down to me because I'm back. It's still not very locked down to me because it's like, well, I can still go outside if I so choose, or I can, you know, maybe still see my people I'm cohorted with. Like, I just have a small cohort. Small cohort. Manitoba kind of is now. I've heard that. Is this your first lockdown? Like, can you leave your house, or is it like that serious where it's like, do not even leave your house unless it's like essential? I don't know. I mean, even though I'm not like locked down, I do not leave my apartment. When was the last time I left my apartment? I don't know. It's been a hot minute. It has been a hot minute, and it's tough because I'm a homebody. Like, this is where I feel comfortable. All my things are here, my snacks. Like, I don't have to deal with people or I'm back. But But I think a big thing is I always thought my whole life that I really loved being alone and having my space. But then I went to therapy and it was like, oh, do I love being alone or do I just like avoiding potential judgment from others? Like if I'm with people, then they have the opportunity to judge me or make comments. If I go on my data, will that fix this? Oh, Becca, we're back in lockdown. No leaving the house, weekly trip to supermarket. Okay, like how is that? I mean, I think it's so different for so many people. Like I know in Italy, a lot of people live in like a small place where me, thankfully, I live alone in my apartment. I mean, boyfriend is here, he comes and goes, so that's nice, but you know, I'm not confined like with people, and I think that's a really, really tough one. Italy's split in different, really? Okay, so Italy has different rules for different regions? I feel like that's hard. I mean, I guess it's the same way in Canada, even though Canada, we're way bigger. But like each province is different. So I'm in the Alberta where it's very, very conservative. The premier, I'm back. The premier actually said that like he doesn't want to take away our rights and freedoms and lock us down. But I'm like, is it a right and freedom though? Like, is going to a restaurant a right and freedom? So it's a tough one. You have help. Oh, you're so sweet. Honestly, it's so the nice, I hate this. The nice messages mean so much to me because I am a human living with mental illness and a human living in a society that tells us that we're not good enough. So I get in my head so much, and even lately I've been like, oh, I suck at Instagram. Like I'm not good at at this internet thing. Like I'm not as good as the like influencers, or like look at that person, their pictures are amazing, and then I just feel so discouraged. And lately I feel like I haven't been as active because of that fear, just that fear of like not being good enough. And it actually took until I had a professional organizer come over and I was talking to her about this, and she's like, well, isn't that the whole point of your platform, is like it's okay to be imperfect? And I was like, shit, you got me there. And that's what I'm trying to embrace. Have you seen the Great Barrington Declaration? No. Is that a movie? Is that it made me think of like Paddington Bear, because Barrington. I don't know what that is. So no, you can tell me what it is. And I'm wearing my anxiety shirt. It's backwards, I think. Becca, I love you. You're a wonderful human too, and you do so many things. And I wish I was more involved with you because you're just such a beautiful light on this platform. And you have beautiful photos too. How do you take these beautiful photos? That's a thing I'm jealous of. I don't know what it is with my head. Like I have so many things I want to do. I'm so passionate about so many things, but when it comes to like the implementation, I'm like, is this a question? What is this? Oh, how cute. How did your 18-week therapy program? You did it too? That's amazing. 18-week, funny. It was supposed to be 18 weeks. It ended up being like 30 weeks. I think I counted it out once, but I was supposed to be in it from January to May, and then COVID hit, and they were like, okay, we need to pause the program. So they just paused it. And so then I got extra therapy for like 4 months. 4 months of extra therapy, and it was amazing. So hard. I was so exhausted. Like during the program, it was like about a 7-8 hour day, and it's like an hour of straight therapy, then you have like a 10-minute break, and then an hour of straight therapy. And I would come home and not talk to anyone, not do anything, just eat and go to bed, because it was so just draining to do. It was such hard work. And I'm really, really grateful for that opportunity because I'm back. It really helped me into the transition of COVID because my program slowed down and I got less therapy. Like I went from 8 hours of therapy a day to like 3. And so it was a big shift, but I would have been a lot worse off if I didn't have that. And so I'm really grateful for that. But I think that's kind of where I'm at now. Now I'm in this like survival state of like, okay, now what? So I finished that at the end of August. And then I've seen like a couple therapists in between. And so I haven't really had like consistent help since then. And that's been, I think, really hard for me trying to manage like being on the Instagram. I'm also in school, which I hate, and trying to keep myself alive. Like, like, why does it keep pausing? I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's been a survival mode, and I think it's really important that I do connect with people here and realize that I'm not alone in these feelings and that there's so many of us that are struggling right now. But a big thing is like, I felt like this before the pandemic, and so many people living with mental illness or other chronic illnesses have maybe felt that anxiety, that hopelessness, that uncertainty kind of our whole lives. Like, I certainly have. I try to have conversation, and this is what you do, Instagram. My anxiety is the same. Like, I honestly just feel the same. But now it's like a reason to it. I'm like, oh, pandemic, haha. Where before it was just like, oh my God, my anxiety is so bad. My anxiety. So at least having this as like an external thing is like, oh, maybe what I'm feeling is because of like this, global fucking pandemic. Also, is that like redundant to say? Is it redundant to say global pandemic? Like, does the pan mean world? I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, but whatever. I think this is going to help people be more compassionate, though. Like, I think my family, if I can say, hey, you know that feeling you feel when you're just sitting at home alone and there's a pandemic? And they're like, yeah. Like, that's how I feel all the time. And not to, like, invalidate their feelings, just to understand, like, that's what I'm dealing with all the time and it sucks. What'd you say? Oh, okay, TC, interesting handle username. The description of wanting to do all of the things but ending up doing almost none of them fully is so accurate. I have ADHD and feel that also plays alongside perfectionism. That is me. So why is that? Is that like I feel like there's no one even knows about ADHD. All the ADHD things I'm learning is like Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I go to a doctor, I go to a therapist, and they're like, oh yeah, just attention deficit. Like, it's not something I feel that people know so much about. It's just like, so it's hard. If that's an ADHD thing, how do I do it? I'm like, okay, I have all the things in my head, but I just like don't have the mental capacity to actually go do it, to actually do the things. I don't know. If you have any advice on how to get through that, hit me up. I also have an assignment due tomorrow that I have not started, and I don't want to start it. So I'm doing an Instagram live instead. TCA. My name is TCA. Is your name? What? TCA. That's a cool ass name. Like, I like that, actually. I'm sorry if I butchered it. I understand the feeling of having a hard name. Raphael, the Ninja Turtle. No, it's just Raphael. I go to Starbucks and they're like, hi, can I get your name for the cup? And I'm like, just put Raph. Just put Raph, RAF. And they get so confused, but they're like, oh, okay. Okay, this thing keeps like messing me up. If I turn on my data, would that help the situation? My eyelashes are falling out. Let me try. Okay, I'm on my data now. Is this gonna work? Today was it Lucia at Starbucks? Or like Ticia? Yeah, Starbucks is a hard one. So what are you guys doing to take care of yourselves today? What am I doing to take care of myself today? I can't be a hypocrite. I drank some water. I ordered breakfast today because I didn't have any, like, too much food at home. And I ordered groceries, and they're coming sometime between, like, 3 p.m. and 10 p.m. Like, okay, let me just wait for, like, a million hours and see if food shows up. That's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to water some plants. Oh, I'm avoiding stats so hard right now. I'm like, I don't want to. I don't want to do it. I love your voice so... Okay, thank you so much. I always thought I had, like, a very nasally voice, and maybe I do. Maybe it's the nasal ish that's calming. But it's so interesting as I've been doing like more videos on TikTok. This isn't TikTok, this is Instagram. People have said that it's calming. I'm like it's just so interesting. I've never gotten that my whole life. It's mostly people telling me to like shut up. I don't know. Honestly, someone was like, yeah, you should read some meditation. And I was like, hell yeah, let's read some meditation. Like, that sounds awesome. Ooh, speaking of nice things for yourself, Kate, let's do one. Let's do some self-affirmations. You walk the dog? What kind of a dog do you have? I want to get a pandemic dog. No, I don't. Because I can barely take care of myself. Never mind another animal. Like lunch. Yay! Yay for eating food. Eating food is hard and people don't get it. What's an Aussie Doodle? Can you send me a picture? Is it like I really want a golden doodle. I think like that's like my perfect dog in my head is like a cute little golden doodle eating a damn pogo. What's a pogo? Pogo. Pogo. Oh, 12 p.m. in Italy. Go have a good sleep, friend. Thank you for joining us. You're an angel. Grazie. That's me doing my Italian. I'm so embarrassed of my Italian. It's if you dropped me in Italy, I would be able to survive. The grammar is gonna be bad, but I could survive. So I'm like, I'm so self-conscious about it. Like a hot dog. A hot dog breaded on a stick. So like a corn dog? Or is it different because it's not like corn? It's just bread on, it's like a hot dog on a stick. Okay, pogo. I can get behind that. Good for you. Golden doodle named Teddy. Oh yeah, Becca, it's like corn dog, right? I have never had a corn dog. I've never had a corn dog. I don't know why. I can eat a hot dog, but a corn dog, I guess, I don't know why. What was so scary about it? I don't know. I still don't. Nope, I don't know. Okay. Love the sweater you're wearing. Music. Yeah, honestly, this was gifted by, I don't want to brutalize her name, Haley Elsa Esser? Elsa Esser? I don't know. But she has like amazing, yeah, I was feeling anxious. I'm like, I'm gonna go wear my anxiety sweater so the outside matches the inside. Okay, let's do this. What's my power? Ready? We're doing some self-affirmations. Peace is my power. I am peace. I am grounded. I am centered. I quiet my mind, breathe in deeply, and trust that all is well. I am peace. Next. Not that one. Intuition is my power. I am intuitive. I am insightful. I am aware. I clear my mind, open my heart, and I trust my inner guidance. Prosperity is my power. I am prosperous. I am successful. I am wealthy. That's very uncomfortable for me to say because I am not wealthy. With ease and flow, I expand my career, wealth, relationships, and wisdom. Maybe it's about like speaking it into existence kind of thing. How do you approach ask for some brands? Oof. Brands that are not size inclusive. It's tough. I think each brand handles it a different way. So, like big brands don't reply to my DMs. They just ignore me. If it's a smaller brand and I say like, hey, have you thought about, or I first say like, hey, like, do you carry plus sizes? And then usually they say no, or they say like, no, not yet, or no, we just launched. Or my favorite, and something I don't like, is one brand, I don't even remember who they are. They said, no, but we want to offer like petites and plus sizes in the future. And that really rubbed me the wrong way, like associating plus sizes with petite, because in my mind, petite, you know, it's like a shorter fit for like shorter people, smaller people. But a shorter or smaller person can still fit in like the smallest size in an item. Maybe they just have to like tuck it in or put a belt on it. Like, yeah, it might be baggy. Like, a little bit uncomfortable, or they might not be as confident in it, but at least they can wear the item. Where not offering plus size, it's not just like a modification or like a little extension. It's like people that can either wear their clothes or not. There's no in between. It's not like, oh, this will just fit like a little bit better. It's like, this won't even go over my body. Like, so I have a really hard time when plus sizes are seen as like optional, or like not even optional, but it's like an addition. Like, oh my gosh, I even offer plus sizes. But it's like, why is it optional? Why is it seen as like, yay, good for you, you offer plus sizes? That should be the bare minimum in my mind. Because I've had conversations with straight size friends and they're like, oh my gosh, I love this store and this store and this store. And I've had people message me like, oh, you should look at this company. Like, I think you would really love it. And their largest size is like a large. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't fit into that. And it's just really, it's not even just about comfort or fit. It's about clothing or no clothing. It's like, that's really what it comes down to. And I don't know. I don't have the patience for brands who are like, oh, well, in the future, we're hoping to expand our sizing. I'm like, okay. But at the same time, maybe they have straight sizes, but like oversized items for straight sizes. I have seen that so much. It's like a baggy hoodie or like an oversized jacket. So it's like, oh, so it's not about the cost of more fabric. It's, well, I mean, I guess it's going to be effort to like get like more sizing, but it's like, oh, or will fat people just like ruin your brand? If, you know, fat people can wear your stuff, then you're not cool and exclusive anymore. Yes, and I agree, like the whole, well, I'm reading so many things. Yes, Becca, when brands want applause for doing the bare minimum, it's like, wow, thank you for going up to like a size 16. You should have done that years ago, Lululemon. Lulu, I see you. Even just making it bigger is problematic. Plus size bodies are shaped differently. That's another big factor. I've had some conversations with brands about this, about grading. Like, and from my understanding, it's like, okay, like maybe a size medium is like the size, and then they grade up and grade down from that size. But even straight size bodies, like all bodies are just different. All bodies are different. So how can you say like, oh yeah, add 2 inches there and we'll call it a day? Because like my shoulders might not be wider than a straight size person's, but my stomach is, right? Or like maybe someone won't be taller, or it's just so, you guys, I'm gonna start my own, this is me speaking it into existence. I will one day make my own fashion line. I do not know how. I've done a lot of Googling and a lot of crying, and I don't understand how to do it, and I'm very overwhelmed. But that is my dream, is to bring inclusive and accessible clothing to all, especially plus size Canadian women, because we do not have any stores. I like that. It shouldn't even have to be, do you carry plus sizes? It should be, do you offer all sizes? That is brilliant. So it's not even acknowledging that like plus sizes are separate. Do you carry all sizes? Damn. And they're gonna be like, yeah, of course, up to like a 12. I'll be like, oh, so that's a no. Something I also hate is they're like, yeah, we go up to a large, but some items are really stretchy. I'm sorry, you want me to spend money to see if I might be able to stretch your item just enough to like squish into it? No, gracias. We are normal sized. Yeah, like I've had conversations with plus size people, like even having like straight sizes, plus sizes. What? Why do I need my own section? Why can't we all shop the same motherfucking section or the same store? Like, why is it like normal straight sizes and then like specialty plus, and they look like curtains or couches, and they're ugly as fuck, especially if you go to a department store. They don't make plus size cute clothes. It's all old people clothes, but even old people should have better clothes than that, okay? Jeez. Might sound weird, When you can shop somewhere that sells straight sizes clothing, but your plus size... I don't... Okay, this might sound weird, but feeling like a hypocrite when you shop somewhere that sells straight size clothing, but you're plus sized, but you feel bad for shopping. I don't understand. Can you, like, are you plus sized and how are you shopping straight sized? I don't understand. I need you to explain that. Oh, under the guise that it's too expensive to carry these extra sizes, like, gross. Literally, what? I hate that. It's like, yes, maybe up front I could understand, like, pattern making, designing, like, fitting the garments, you know, paint, like, the labor in doing that and shipping, blah, blah, blah. But, like, once it's done, you make more money because you sell to more people. Plus size people have money. Literally. Learning to sew? I don't know how to learn to sew. Becca, you are like my number one. I'll hit you up whenever I make anything. I'll be like, Becca, wear this. That girl Flo about starting her own line. Did she start her own line or did she just make merch? Because there's a difference. Like some people, like I think even this item is like from Gildan. Is that how you say it? And then people like print on top of that. So like that is something I do want to do, is like have my own like merch, but I really do want to like make and create and design my own items that are made from good fabrics and fit people well. So like actually designing the item itself, not just the logo. But that is far, far away. Who's Revy Jean? I'm sorry, this is not entertaining for you to watch. I'm just trying to read at the same time. Oh, you're a size 16, so sometimes you fit into both. That's really hard. And do you feel bad about that? No, you don't have to feel bad about wearing Lululemon or wearing what you want to wear. Like even now, I don't like Lululemon as a corporation. But if they had an item, let's say that fit me really well, that made me feel good about my body, I wouldn't be against buying it because I'm doing that for me. And I'm not going to promote them. I'm not going to be like, hey, everyone, like Lululemon expanded their size. Like, I'm just wanting to call them on their bullshit. And if something fits me well and makes me feel good in my body, I think we deserve that. I think we deserve to feel good about ourselves, because what company is like 100% good? Answer, zero. Literally zero. So, like, I currently don't think I own anything from Lululemon. Like, when I was in a smaller body, like, even, like, I think I was a size, like, 12, 14. I remember squishing myself into a size 12 legging. It was the only one that fit, and it was $80, and I was like, oh my god, I just spent so much. I wore those leggings as much as possible. Every time I went out, every time I did anything, because I was like, these were expensive, and I'm gonna wear them. So I don't think I have anything current because for a very long time they did not fit my body. And now I'm like an 18, 20. And wait, what size do they even go up to? A 20? Do they go up to a 20? It's like, there are other companies that are trying to do better. So I would rather look for those companies instead of supporting Lulu. But if it ended up being a nice thing at Lulu, like... Anthro. Anthro carries plus sizes in stores, but in like the back of the store in a different section? Really? I have not been to Anthropology in a long time. I've also heard that they are extremely problematic for a lot of reasons, actually. Oh, my friend Sasha said that, because aren't they owned by the same people who own Urban Outfitters? Like, they're together. And something, I don't know if it's about their sustainability, like their ethics, like they're not paying their workers. So like their, like ethicalness is kind of like, I've heard. And then in the summer it came out that they are also a really racist corporation. So I don't know if they're working on that. And that made me weary. And I was like, not Anthro. Because I like, just for like appearance, oh my god, I love their stuff. I've loved it ever since I was little, and I could not fit into their items. I could never fit in the items, but I would just walk around. I'm like, oh my god, mom, look at this skirt. And it wouldn't fit because, but their bowls I love. So I have a hard time because I'm like, oh, I really love the aesthetic of Anthropology. But then there comes that ethical side of it. Like, who do we want to support? We vote with our dollar bills, y'all. typical. You love merch? Okay, what if I came out with merch? Like, I've been thinking about that for months and months and months. Like, just like, I don't know, cute little merchy merch. I don't even know what it would be, but I just want all people to wear things, okay? And it's hard when it comes to like ethical, not just, okay, ethical, in my mind, it's like ethical relates to like workers' rights and standards, and sustainable is like environment. And the dream would be to like check all the boxes, and my first priority is like with the people. And so like, and working on the sustainable thing, but it's hard because then it's like, if you have something super sustainable, for like environmentally, the price goes up, and then that's less accessible for people who have maybe a lower income. So like, how ethical is that? It's like, oh, look at me, I have like this perfectly like organic, ethically made, sustainable, it like feeds the planet. But if like a shirt's $200 and like only like the top people can afford it, then everyone else has to go back to like Fashion Nova, Walmart. So it's like, are we actually helping anyone, or we're just helping like the few people at the top who can afford that and leaving everyone else in the dust? Because like, like even me, like I could save up for like a sustainable item, but my body is changing all the time and I'm still trying to deal with it. So what if I spent a huge amount of money on an item, my body grows or, shrinks or grows because I'm trying to get to recovery from an eating disorder, and then the item doesn't fit. So it's like, I don't just feel shit about my body, but then this item doesn't fit that I spent so much money on. And I think we're really missing that when we talk about like ethical, sustainable fashion. Like for a long time, people were like, okay, we need more like plus size ethical fashion. I'm like, yeah, amazing. But that's not the only barrier. Not the only barrier. And so I don't want to shame anyone, because I just feel like there's so much shame surrounding like, oh, your clothing's not ethical or sustainable. I could never. Where it's like, okay, instead of like looking down on people who, I think I just hung up on the grocery guy. Oh no. Oh no, the grocery guy. What do I do? The grocery guy's here to deliver my groceries and I think I just hung up on him. I love you all. You guys are all amazing. What about you? I'll try to do this. Do you do it frequently? I don't do lives frequently because I'm very afraid of judgment and people being like, oh, she thinks like she's so important or interesting that she would do a live. And I'm like, I'm not. I just other things overwhelm me, and this is really easy for me to speak candidly and openly. If we like the live thing, let me know. If we don't like the live thing, I don't know if I want to hear that opinion. You're so sweet. You're such an angel. Okay, I'm going to run away because I think the grocery guy is here. Or woman. I should not genderize the grocery human, but they're going to bring me food. It's time. Please go nourish your bodies. If you've been listening to me for more than 5 seconds, like, thank you so much for your patience. My God, I appreciate you so much. So much. You like the live thing? If one person likes it, woohoo! I love you all. Gracias for your time. Grocery guy. Bye. Bye. Bye.